Hey, what's going on, everybody? We have a very special training today talking about conversion because a lot of people start creating content, but it's not converting, right? Maybe they're getting lots of views, but that's not converting to actual money, right? So I want to introduce our guest here. This guy is a good friend of mine. He's a believer in Christ. And the cool thing is he just applied for his 2 comma awards. So I'm super, super excited to introduce Joshua Smith. What's up, brother? How you doing, my man?
Good, man. Real good. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Dude, absolutely. I'm super excited, especially because you're going to be teaching conversion, which is one of my favorite things, right? Like we see so many people on TikTok or whatever, and maybe they have like thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. And like, I think most people think like, oh, they're probably making a lot of money when in reality, maybe not. Right? So you're going to be talking about conversion, right? And talk about like, what are we going into with that?
Yeah, I think I'm perfect to teach this, first of all, because back last year, I grew over 1 million followers in 90 days on Facebook. It was really cool. I was getting tons of views, tons of followers. I was making good money. But when I took a deep dive into everything, it was like, well, based off of the numbers and the leads and all the followers, based off of the past and what I had done on a smaller amount of followers, it was like, man, I should be making way more money than this. So there was something off. And so I did a deep dive into it, and I kind of committed to the process of making higher quality, better content that's actually converting people at a much higher rate. Recently started another new TikTok channel, and I've made more money with this TikTok channel than I have on any other TikTok channel with way, way less followers. So I'm excited to share, how this all works.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get started. Do you want to share screen or?
Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll dive straight into the presentation. We kind of segued into what we're going to be talking about anyway. So this is perfect. Well, let's do it then. We're here. We're talking TikTok. I didn't do a lot on Facebook in the past. I was mainly known for TikTok. I got a YouTube channel. I do some stuff on Instagram, but mainly I was a TikTok guy. What I've come up with is basically how to create quality content over quantity, okay? And this whole TikTok strategy kind of comes in 5 phases here, okay? We've got what I call the identification phase, the structure phase, the commit phase, the content phase, and the conversion. Day 1, 2, and 3 of this challenge so far, Emily, Amy, and Mila, they've all done a great job, and they all share very similar things when it comes to the identify phase, because it's all about knowing your audience. It's about knowing yourself, and we're going to dive into a little bit there, but we're going to spend most of our time today talking about this TikTok strategy in the content and conversion phase. We're going to briefly identify the other 3 phases so that you kind of understand a little bit more of what goes into this, right? Because it's not just putting content out there and hoping that it sticks. It's not just throwing a whole bunch of stuff against the wall. The reality is you don't have to, but you need to understand where the basis of creating good quality content comes from and actually converting people. You got to understand where it comes from, because it's not just copying side hustle videos and thinking you're going to get results that way. Okay. Let's start with phase number 1, identification. Okay. And it's about knowing who you are and why you exist in business. Okay. Who do you serve? You're going to hear this talked about a lot. You have to identify your ideal customer. Okay. Or your target audience. You'll hear it referred to all kinds of different ways. And one of the simplest strategies to do this is first by understanding yourself, knowing who you are first. Okay. What makes you tick? And yes, I put tick in there, pun completely intended, okay? But you got to know what makes you tick, okay? And the simplest way to identify your target audience, especially as a beginner, is take a look in the mirror. You're going to be making content. You're going to be helping other people. Well, naturally, the people that you're going to be able to help the easiest are the ones that have experienced similar things as you, the ones who are in the same situation as you. If you're a busy stay-at-home mom of 3 children, well, who's going to identify with your story when you start creating content? It's going to be other busy stay-at-home moms, okay? So the simplest way is first you need to identify who you are, okay? Why did you get started in business in the first place? Why do you want to start an online business, okay? And then you can identify your ideal customer or your target audience by knowing those things inside and out. So it takes a lot of getting to know yourself and understanding who you really are. And then you can begin to paint that picture of who your ideal audience is, because you are your own ideal audience. And Too many times people will overcomplicate this, but that's just the best place to start, is understand yourself, and then you see yourself as your target audience first, okay? So that's phase one. And then phase two, I like to call this structure, okay? Your strategy needs to fit the structure within your own life, okay? There's too many gurus out there that telling you, hey, you need to post exactly at this time of day. You need to make this many posts per day, okay? The reality is it's different for everybody. And what you need to understand, playing the long-term game and building a real online business that is sustainable with affiliate marketing, you have to create a business that fits the structure of your life, not somebody else's, okay? You can take all the training in the world from Jonathan. You can listen to me in the traffic challenge. You can listen to Mila. You can listen to Emily. You can listen to Amy and all the other people coming in, okay? And we can give you a guideline, a framework of what works, but it's not set in stone. You have to figure out where you fit into the equation and where your business fits within the structure of your life. Because what was very important to me from the time I started this business, well, not from the time I started, but a lesson I learned very quickly where I was forced to quit my business for 8 months, only 2 or 3 months after I started, okay? Was if you don't fit your business into the structure of your life, you are going to have to sacrifice things that are important to your structure of your life in order to fit your business in, okay? So instead of sacrificing the important things, okay, you want to build a business, you've got an hour a day, well, you're going to have to stop watching Netflix for that hour a day for a little bit, and you're going to need to focus on your content and focus on your business, okay? If you've got kids, you don't want to sacrifice your kids to build a business, because then once you have a successful business and you have the money, well, now you're not going to have a relationship left with your kids, okay? Same goes with your spouse or your significant other, okay? So you have to figure out how to fit your business into the structure of your life so you're not sacrificing everything else along the way, okay? Let's figure out how many times you should post, okay? 5 to 8 times a day like the fluffy YouTube gurus say? No. 3 to 5 times a day? Absolutely not, okay? 1 to 3 times a day? Maybe. And again, take this from somebody who has built now 1.1 million followers on Facebook, in 4 separate TikTok accounts to over 75,000, including 2 over 200K, okay? Start with posting 1 time a day. Figure out how that fits into the structure of your life. And then if you can make it work, start posting more, okay? But the content is going to drive everything in your business. So you have to start with 1 and you have to figure out how to make that fit the structure of your life. And so you're not doing too many things, okay? And you don't want to get burnt out by trying to accomplish too many things all at once, okay? Now, phase 3 is the commitment phase, okay? You absolutely have to commit to your copy. And if you've ever watched me deliver a training for Jonathan before or anybody else, I'm all about copy, copy, copy. The number one thing you need to commit to in your business as a marketer, as a digital marketer, as an affiliate marketer, okay? You have to get good at copywriting. There's no way around it. Unless you're going to outsource it and pay thousands of dollars every single month to have a good copywriter on your team, this is the number one skill you need to focus on, okay? Because you don't convert cold traffic into customers without solid copy, okay? Commit to the process of getting better at creating your content, commit to posting 1 time a day, and then once you get good at that, okay, maybe you have an hour a day to work on your business. Well, maybe it takes you an hour to create that video, okay? Well, naturally, as you start doing it more, you're going to get better, okay? So maybe once you get really good at posting 1 time a day, then you bump it to 2 or 3, okay? Whatever the structure of your life allows for, okay? So commit, commit, commit. Again, if you have 1 hour a day to work on your business, because that fits the structure of your life, make sure you're actually working on your business for that 1 hour. Don't open your phone and say, oh, I'm going to go create a TikTok. And the next thing you know, 30 minutes goes by and all you've done is watch cat videos on your phone. Now you've got a half hour to work on your business. And most importantly, you just spent a half hour doing mindless stuff. It's going to take you the next 20 minutes to get into a really focused mode of working on your business, okay? So if you've got that hour, make sure you commit to that hour, and that's the only thing you're doing in that time frame. okay? And then here's where we're gonna spend the meat of our training, okay? Phase 4 and phase 5 right here, okay? And phase 4 is content. I truly believe this. This is for people who are looking to do a little bit of a different strategy, okay? Like the Emilys of the world, the Amys of the world, the Milas of the world, okay? They've all figured out what works for them, and then they've doubled down on it, okay? And they just do that thing over and over and over again, okay? So this is the only content strategy that I'm focusing on in 2023, and it's been working like a charm so far. I believe if you want to run a business similar to the way I do, working as smart as possible, working as little as possible, okay, then this is how it works. In lazy content equals lazy results, quality content equals long-term success, okay? So we're gonna have to actually figure out how to convert our views into customers if you don't wanna spend time in Messenger or responding to comments or going live, okay? That can work great. And it does work great for some people, okay? But if you don't want to do that, this is what you need to do, okay? This strategy allows you to truly focus on only one thing, okay? And be able to grow your business by doing that one thing. That's the power behind this strategy, okay? And here's what I want to put this out here right now. There's a lot going around right now. I know other programs actually teach this strategy specifically. They say just go out there and copy everybody's lazy side hustle videos word for word and you'll get good results. Yes, you might generate a ton of traffic, okay? And this trend right now with a lazy side hustle for beginners or using the word lazy in your content in general. Let's go back to phase 1. Let's go back to what Emily talked about your target audience, creating content that actually speaks to those people, okay? Think about it for a minute. Why are you gonna waste your time creating a piece of content that is geared towards lazy people? Just use a little bit of common sense here, folks. Like, yeah, you may get 2 million views because that's trending on TikTok, but those 2 million views might be 16-year-olds that can't buy your product anyway or aren't gonna buy anything from you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be attracting lazy people. So when you're making content, stop using the word lazy, okay? And again, that's just my opinion. And if you want to create better quality content that actually attracts the right people, you have to think about the way you're communicating things. And I know for me, I don't want to attract lazy people. Yes, I want to attract people who want to, work in the most efficient way possible and earn the most amount of money while working the least amount, okay? Huge difference between people like that who are actually willing to put in the work and build the structures and do what it takes to get everything in place. Okay. Huge difference between that and an actual lazy person who just wants everything for nothing. Okay. Again, you'll drive a ton of traffic with those styles of videos, and that's why you see it all the time. But again, unless you're a beast in Messenger, like some of the people before, or you're a beast on those live videos, you're not going to be able to convert that type of traffic. Okay. So this strategy right here will allow you to get more people in the door and into your funnels who are actually your ideal customers. So now, instead of driving 3 million views that gets you 300 leads a day, but nobody's converting, now maybe you're getting 10,000 views or a couple thousand views each day, and you're getting 20 or 30 people into your funnel, but now you're getting 5 or 6 sales every single day. Think about it. It makes so much more sense to make quality content from the beginning to attract your ideal customer, okay? This is the strategy. You're just gonna start posting on TikTok. Start posting whatever you want. Think about your ideal audience. Think about their pain points. Think about everything Emily taught on day 1, okay? Think about that. And then when you start creating content and you start to get people engaging, the only thing you have to do, listen, TikTok gives you everything you need for success. And it's this right here, okay? People say, oh, that person had a golden video or that super viral video made this person a ton of money. Well, there's a strategy behind first making your videos go viral and second, keeping them viral. And this is how you do it. And it's by simply replying, not to every comment. I should edit that to take out every comment because you're not going to reply to every comment, but you're going to reply to the important comments, okay? The ones where people actually want to know more information. And more importantly, you're not just gonna hit the reply button and type something out on your phone. You're gonna make a video reply, okay? So this is how you never run out of content ideas. And again, this is gonna do two things. The more comments you get on a video, the more of those that you reply to, the longer that video is going to stay on the For You page. And then more importantly, if you're making actual video replies, like I'm about to show you how to do, what happens is not only does that video stay on the For You page, but what happens is people watch that main video and then they go into the comments and they want to see what questions have been asked. They want to see if you're responding. And what happens is they see in the comments section, this was a great question. I was wondering about how I can do this if I don't have an audience. Oh, he replied with a video. Let me go watch that video now. So now they watched one video all the way through. They click on the comments, they find another video. They watch that one all the way through. They come back to the comments, look at more comments, watch that video all the way through. Now you've got a follower, but more importantly, you have somebody continued to put you in the algorithm, and it tells TikTok, hey, this person came in from the For You page, watched this video all the way through, watched 4 other videos, and then clicked on this person's website. Like, they must be making higher quality content. Let's get this out to more people, okay? So an example of how to do this, okay? It's very, very simple, okay? And this is my profile. This is the new TikTok account that I've been on here for a while. What you can see is I've got these pinned videos at the top right here. We're viewing this left image. We're gonna go left to right. So when I click on this, it takes me to this video right here. And as you can see, there's 17 comments, okay? Follow the arrows with me. You're gonna open up the comment section. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna find a comment similar to this. The one at the top, like great video, you don't have to worry about those ones. Maybe just like it or say thanks back if you want to. I generally don't even waste my time replying to 1 or 2 word comments from people. What I like to do is I go in and I find these ones, okay? Okay, I'll bite. I'm serious about building a business. I have I'm having a hard time pronouncing that word, skill set, but please don't be just another course seller, okay? So what you can do is you go in because they're serious about building a business, but they're skeptical of course sellers. At the end of the day, if you're doing affiliate marketing and you're not doing a physical product, you're most likely promoting some sort of a course, okay? At the end of the day, 99% of us are promoting courses, not physical products. So this question right here is an absolute layup because it's going to allow you to, one, communicate with a person who is serious about building a business or who claims they're serious, okay? So now you can make a reply comment to this with a new piece of content that's going to reach other people who are serious about building a business. But then they have this wall built up towards course sellers. So does 99% of the internet, okay? Like, that's the reality. If you're not within like the course seller, the digital marketing, if your mind has not been open to that yet, most likely you have some sort of wall built up, okay? So what you're doing here is you're eliminating objections, okay? You're gonna reply to this comment and you're gonna make a piece of content that, again, it's gonna communicate to more people who are serious about building a business, and it gives you the perfect opportunity to start eliminating objections. And what happens is if you can convince this person by giving them some actual valuable content on this reply, they're going to be like, yeah, this person has a course, but like, I've never been talked to that way before, or I've never thought about it like that. Maybe all course sellers aren't bad. Boom, you got them. And you know what's going to happen is when that person finally converts, okay, they're not going to be just another person who converts and barely goes through the training, okay? Because they're serious about building a business and you've eliminated objections. They're not just a person who likes to spend a lot of money. They're going to be serious about building a business. So then they're going to buy all the back end stuff from whatever offer that you're promoting. Okay. So this is how we are communicating with these people. And again, that's just a brief example, but what you do, you hit the reply button. Okay. Then we go to the next slide. And now instead of just typing in the reply box, you click this little red button right here, and now it opens up a new video. It puts their comment right here for everybody to see. It's going to put their comment on the screen, and then you can film your video 15 seconds, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, however long it takes, okay? You're going to reply to it, and you're going to leave their little comment on the screen. So now anybody who sees this new video on the For You page Well, they get to see the comment. This is going to show new people that come to you from the For You page that have never seen your content before. It's going to show new people that you care about your audience, that you actually reply to comments, okay? Because a lot of creators don't. And a lot of people don't want to follow somebody who doesn't reply. So naturally, you're going to be building a better audience this way by doing this, okay? This will help you do so many different things. You're gonna build credibility, you're gonna build authority, you're gonna build real relationships, and you're just flat out going to make better content that's gonna help you convert people so much better. And you know what? You're never gonna run out of content ideas. This is how you never run out of ideas, by simply replying to comments. And what changed everything for me was I saw a TikTok creator, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but they said there's a big misconception with TikTok, okay? Everybody thinks that TikTok is just this super viral platform where you're gonna get tons of views and you can't build a real community unless you go live. It's not true. I heard this creator say, if you treat your TikTok the same way you would treat a Facebook group, you'll build a massive following of an engaged audience of raving fans who buy from you. And this is how there are creators on TikTok who 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers, who are making 7 figures every single year, okay? This is how you create a much, much better following on TikTok, is by actually treating your following and your audience like you would a Facebook group, okay? There is a method, there's a process, there's strategy behind creating good quality content, okay? Moving into phase 5, conversion. And again, this just kind of goes along with everything, okay? But we talked about kind of how this boosts the algorithm while building authority already. I got a little bit ahead of myself. By replying to these comments, again, people are gonna spend more time on the main post that they came in from because they're looking at the comments, and now you're addressing those. So they're gonna stay on your page longer. So that's gonna boost you in the algorithm, and it's gonna build authority, okay? And now here's a sneaky little way to create a conversion cycle. And it's by using pinned posts. And we're going to use these to eliminate objections and to guide people through the buying journey before they ever even leave the platform. So when they get to your link in bio, okay, the thing that people think you're not allowed to say on TikTok, but really most people can actually say it with no issues. That's a story for another day. Before they actually get to your link in bio, they're already sold, because you've pre-framed everything, you've eliminated their objections, and you've guided them exactly where to go. So now they get into your funnel, gladly they put in their email address. Oh, they get to your bridge page video, they're hanging on every word, and they're dying to get over to the offer at the end. There's a reason why you see these newer affiliates coming in left and right, and they're having these insane months, and they're putting these longtime creators like myself to shame with some of the numbers that they're doing. And it's because they've focused on this type of stuff from the beginning, whether they've done it on purpose or whether they've accidentally done it, like they've done it, okay? So here are some ideas for your pinned posts. And before we go any further, let me dive back here real quick. What I mean by pinned posts, if you're not sure, this is a view of my profile right here. I'm logged into a different account right now. So normally when you're logged into your own account, you'll see drafts right here. On the left side where this arrow's pointing, you'll see drafts. But when you're viewing other people's TikTok profiles, you don't see their drafts. You don't see the things that they've got in the queue ready to post, okay? You just see, if they're using the pin feature correctly, you just see 3 posts right here. What I like to do here is I like to have one post where I tell what's called my origin story, okay? And again, this goes back to knowing yourself and understanding your ideal audience. Origin story, it's something you'll hear all the time now that you're in the marketing world. It's about how you got started. It's about why you got started. It's about the emotional reason for why, okay? And like, it's a long video. It's like 1 minute and 30 seconds, but you know what? Because it's a higher quality piece of content, the ones who actually finish it, those are the ones who are actually going to buy something, okay? So your origin story is a great idea. I encourage everybody to tell their origin story, okay? And then another one would be teaching people something, okay? Like actually teaching people something. Now, here's one of those slightly lazy side hustle type of video. Although it's not lazy, it took about an hour to actually create this piece of content. And I'm not talking about getting lazy people, but it's actually showing people step by step how to set up an affiliate marketing business in a very simple way, okay? So We do what's called educational style post or a value training style of post, a free training, if you will. Okay. Great example in affiliate marketing is model after that post. Okay. Talk about affiliate marketing. Talk about, this is the process. To make it work, you need a landing page, a bridge page, and an offer. I know you don't know what this means because you're brand new. So let me break it down for you. And then throughout the rest of the post, maybe it's a 3-minute long post where you break down each section, or better yet, maybe you turn it into a 3-part series where you spend 1.5 minutes breaking down each section of it. And then you encourage people to follow you and watch the rest of the videos in the series. See, it's all very, very strategic. And then the third thing that you should be doing with your pin posts, go back to here all the way on the left, is how to start. I play around with different videos in here, what works well, but this one right here is a really good video because it's titled How I Left My Corporate 9-to-5 Job. So not only am I showing people at the end of this video exactly how to get started, I'm pre-framing it all with a story of how affiliate marketing allowed me to leave my corporate 9-to-5 job. What you'll see with a lot of this stuff is you have to become a good copywriter. You have to become a good storyteller, okay? Because that's all good content is at the end of the day. It's telling high quality, high value stories that entertain people, it educates them, or it inspires them to take action. And once you get really good, you can do all 3 of those at the exact same time, okay? So those are just some ideas for pin posts. That's what I use. And then the last thing is the playlist. This stuff's an absolute layup too. Like, let's go back to this screen right here. You can see, I know the arrow's kind of blocking the one on the left, but I've got these different things called playlists, okay? I've got one called 10K Side Hustle. I've got one that's called My Story. This is all stuff. Once you create these videos, you can add them to playlists. So people who want to know more about my story, they're also in their 30s and have 3 kids. They want to know more about, what makes me tick. Well, they can go to My Story and they can watch 4 or 5 different videos about me talking about my story. And now what happens is people get into these playlists, they watch the playlist all the way through. And again, you're boosted in the algorithm, okay? They're going to show your content to more people, but more importantly, they're going to show it to the people who are likely to stick in and watch through an entire playlist. So you want to teach people how to build a 10K per month side hustle, create a playlist with 5 or 6 different videos teaching the process step by step. Everybody who watches that all the way through, TikTok's going to be like, okay, this is the type of people that watch it. They're going to show your content to more people like that. And again, you're showing people, you're giving them so much value that they're already pre-sold. By the end of that entire playlist, they're like, okay, where take my money. Where do I throw it? You know what I mean? So like, it's all about converting people in the most efficient way possible. And it's by creating better quality content, not just the 5 to 7 second short form videos. Those work great for views. And when you get really good at your copy and communicating a message, those have their place, okay? But if you want to build a real engaged following of raving fans who are actually buying things from you and converting without having to get the ridiculous traffic numbers like you see some people, like I've done in the past, this is exactly how you do it, okay? So this is the only strategy I'm using right now in 2023. And most importantly, remember, make it fun, make it unique, and make it you. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to follow just another affiliate marketer who's doing the same thing as everybody else, okay? You have to make it you, make it unique, and have fun. Otherwise, there's no point in having a business. You don't want to lose yourself along the way. So that's it.
Dude.
I know it was a lot. I know it came at you fast, but that's what I got for you.
Dude, that was awesome. Like, for real. I'm sure we'll do some Q&A. Before we do that, Josh, where do you want people to follow you? Is it TikTok, Facebook? I know you have several TikTok accounts, so I want to make sure following the right one.
I don't even know. Let me click in this presentation. What is my TikTok?
Is this it right here?
The Dadtrepreneur Official. That's the main one I'm working on right now.
Okay, cool, guys. So go follow Joshua. So Dadtrepreneur Official. Yeah, man. So this was awesome. So do you want to do some Q&A now, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, totally. I got time if we want to do some Q&A.
Yeah, so just go ahead and pick a comment and I will just throw it up and we can just do that.
Are you still repurposing on Facebook? What about reply videos? It's a great question. Yes, I'm still repurposing on Facebook. Not as much as I was, because frankly, like, I know we're on the Facebook platform right now. I'm just not a huge fan of Facebook in general. I enjoy posting on TikTok. So all of my strategy starts on TikTok, even though I have this massive following on Facebook that I'm probably just, flushing money down the toilet, not utilizing it to its fullest potential. But that's just the type of person that I am. But yeah, I'm still repurposing even the reply videos. Repurpose all your videos that you make on TikTok, on Facebook, if you have the time to be able to do it. Just make sure you're removing the watermark. That's the only thing I can probably 99% confirm Facebook doesn't like, is when you use another social media platform's watermark. Terrence Johnson, what helped you become better at copy when you were a beginner? I have a little bit of an unfair advantage, and this is one thing in a lot of my content. I talk about college and how I don't really believe in college anymore. And I think the education system in general, the traditional education system, is kind of starting to fail us a little bit. But I actually have a marketing background in college. And my dad pointed this out to me the other day. One of the teachers who was actually a really, really good teacher, they were few and far between for me. She was a really good teacher. She taught me like 90% of my marketing classes. She helped me become a better writer and a better storyteller through that. So I had a little bit of an unfair advantage. That being said, there's not really anything you can do. There's no hacks. There's no real hacks to help you get better at it. You just got to practice. And then the other thing is find a handful of people, whether it's 2 or 3, who write really good copy. Maybe they're not affiliate marketers. Maybe they're not in your niche. Maybe they're completely outside it. But you know what? Maybe they write really, really good copy. That's one thing I've been doing lately. I follow this one creator specifically. His whole thing is about copy. And I read every single email that he sends me, and I try to model my style of creating copy after that. So if you can find 2 or 3 people who are really good at writing copy, you really enjoy reading their stuff. The more you read it, the more things are just going to stick in your mind. And now you're writing your own copy. Something they said might stick out, or you might figure, you can model after frameworks of other people.
And I want to add to that, Josh. One resource that really helped me was Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards. Really great book. Kind of beginner, but I mean, that's a great place to start. He kind of gives you the frameworks on how to start mapping out your copy. But a big part of it is, I think, knowing your audience, because you could word for word copy someone else's copy, but it might not work for yours because you have a whole different target audience that doesn't have the same objections, same pain points, all those things. So just want to add that in there as well.
Just Facebook user says, do you think it's okay to take a current TikTok with 30K followers of moms and recipes and shift it to digital marketing, or would you make a new one? I feel like this question gets asked so much. And I think what you're going to do is you're going to fight an uphill battle if you try to take a channel that's already got that many followers and you try and turn it into something new. You're going to fight a long, hard uphill battle. You can do it, but honestly, it would just make way more sense to start over and from the beginning, make content that speaks directly to your ideal audience rather than trying to force an audience to become your ideal audience. What's your go-to call to action? Sorry, I haven't watched your TikTok yet. Yeah, that's a good one. So go-to call to action. Here's the thing. Like, a lot of people will say, hey, link in bio or things like that. I don't like overwhelming. I used to be one of those people that every post, it was like link in bio or start the training here. I don't like to overwhelm my audience with too much promotion now. So the cool thing about and I should have mentioned this on the training, the cool thing about utilizing playlists or pin posts, now you can do a much more natural call to action. Like, hey, you want to learn more about how I got started with this stuff? Check out my pin posts. Now you're not directing people off the platform yet. You're keeping them on the platform and you're getting them to watch more of your content. If you do it strategically, again, that content in your pin post will naturally lead them to the link in your bio for them to get started. So that's my new go-to call to action, is to check out my pinned posts. And it's been working really, really well. When someone wants more info but doesn't follow or have DM turned on, how do you respond? This is a layup. So many people ask this question about how do you respond Well, you respond with a reply video. You can't DM them, make a reply video. And now not only are you replying to that person, that content of you answering this very specific question of how to, they're wanting more info, give them more info, but do it publicly so everyone else can see. Now you're going to have more people who are seeing. That is my favorite type of morning. Like I wake up in TikTok, I'm getting ready to like make some content. I log in and there's a comment about how do I get started? Where do I learn more? Like, boom, this is all I'm making today. This one video. That's all I'm doing.
And I want to add to that because I have been doing that as well. And it works really well. You know, you can make that one video, for example, you know, for me, it was this one, you know, about a webinar we had. And then I had people say, I'm in, as you can see right here. But all I was doing, I was replying to the same comment, but to everyone, right? As you can see, only 600 views, which most people are like, oh, this guy is probably broke. But in reality, this has done 6 figures because of all these comment replies. Like I spent all day just doing comment replies. So dude, you're so right on that. And you don't need a lot of viewers. You just need the right people to watch.
Do you keep SEO in mind when you create your copy? This is a great question. This isn't a super beginner friendly question, but understand if you're a beginner in the room, the more you know about SEO and understanding how that works from the beginning, probably the better. And yes, 100% I keep SEO in mind when I create my copy now. The funny thing is TikTok, if you follow a lot of like TikTok update type of people and the creators of the TikTok trends, those type of people, they all say TikTok is working out their new SEO. TikTok's turning into an SEO platform.
Yeah.
So the better you can get at creating copy around keywords, keep SEO in mind for sure. If TikTok gets banned, Facebook and other big platforms are really going to be big. Okay, so 2 things here. Yes, other platforms will be big if TikTok does get banned. Does that mean you shouldn't be creating content on TikTok or that you should worry about a TikTok ban? No. TikTok's been about to get banned since 2019 when it started. And like here we are in 2023 and the traffic's never been better on TikTok. So if you focus too much and spend too much of your time focusing on those type of things, like, you know, whether the platform is going to get banned, you'll never make any meaningful progress on your business.
Love it. Love it. So is there any last minute words? Anything else you want to say?
I would just say, keep pushing. You're in the right place. Okay. Keep moving forward. Take small little steps wherever you are. Just keep pushing. Know that the process works if you follow it and you stay committed.
Awesome, man. I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Josh, for real. So thank you for everything.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And with that being said, see you guys on the next training. God bless.